last year, I have been on my buy less but buy better journey, specifically pertaining to my wardrobe, where I am only buying clothes that are made of high quality natural materials. So today, I am going to share how I approach evaluating clothing purchases, with the focus being on summer essentials that can be worn cross-seasonally into the fall. There's a lot of personal finance jargon on the internet, but here at Break Your Budget, we cut through the crap and focus on getting the basics right. Figuring out my personal style has been quite the ongoing journey, but as I've gotten older, I've really started to understand the value of curating a wardrobe full of high quality basics that I can wear over and over and over again. So here's what we're going to cover today. First, I'm going to give you a full rundown on my strategy when it comes to shopping for clothes. Then I'm going to show you how I evaluate items when I'm actually browsing online. And third, I have a few pieces that I recently got from Quince, so I'm going to try them on and show you how I'll style them in the summer and also how I could style them in the fall. If you haven't heard of Quince, they're a quality first brand focusing on bringing you high quality clothing items at an affordable price. I'm a big fan and I have genuinely loved everything that I've bought from Quince, and they have so generously gifted me some pieces to share with you in this video, which I thought was the perfect alignment for my shopping philosophy. So if you are also looking to create a closet full of high quality basics that are also cross-seasonal, you're gonna love this video. So with that, let's get right into it. In my late 20s and now as I enter my 30s, I have really tried to take a less is more approach when it comes to my clothes. I honestly am just so tired of having a closet full of clothes that I feel like I don't like wearing. They don't fit me, they feel junky, and I'm just sick of it. In order to start really embracing this philosophy, I have a couple of different shopping and clothing rules that I'm really trying to live by. First is investing in quality over quantity. I want to have fewer clothing items that generally follow a similar style and color palette that can not only be worn over and over again, but can also be worn together. Second, any new clothing purchase that I make needs to be made of natural materials. And this is because natural fibers are generally higher quality, they wear better, and they last longer. These would be fabrics like cotton, linen, wool, and silk. And I do my best to reach 100% of these natural materials for each item, but obviously depending on the specific piece, there may be a little bit of wiggle room. Third is making sure that I shop with a purpose. So I'm not adding things into my closet unless I'm specifically trying to fill a wardrobe gap that I've identified through wearing and styling the clothes I already have. And I generally try to keep track of these wardrobe gaps on the Notes app on my phone. So when I'm getting dressed and I'm looking to Instagram or Pinterest for outfit inspiration, if I'm trying to pull an outfit together and I notice that there's a specific piece that I wish I had over and over again, that to me would be a wardrobe gap, and I'll keep that in mind when I'm going shopping and looking to pick things for my closet. What I used to do is I would feel like I had nothing to wear, and then I'd go out and go shopping and buy a ton of different things just to bring them back into my closet, clutter up my entire wardrobe, and still ultimately feel like I have nothing to wear. A little bit of intention does really go a long way, especially if you're trying to not only transform your wardrobe, but transform the way that you approach shopping. And fourth, and this is something that's a little bit newer because now living in Chicago, I live in a city that has all 4 seasons. I am really trying to embrace cross-season functionality. So what does this mean? I'm not trying to buy shorts that I can wear in the wintertime, but when it comes to pieces that I could wear all of the time, more versatile pieces, so, t-shirts, sweaters, jeans, and the like, I'm trying to make sure that they're pieces I can style for at least 2 seasons. So, when I'm looking at summer sweaters, they're generally cotton sweaters. Are they big enough where I can layer them? Am I finding cardigans that I can wear into the fall? I'm just trying to really think about how can I get the most utility out of the clothes that I'm bringing into my wardrobe. Living in a place that has distinct seasons and also extreme weather variations can be challenging when you're trying to keep a minimal wardrobe. So thinking about the cross-seasonal use of different items can help minimize the number of pieces that you actually own. When it comes to finding clothes that fit all of these rules and parameters and also doing so while sticking to a budget, it can be honestly very challenging and overwhelming. And I will say Quince is one of my favorite brands to shop because they have so many different different kinds of clothes, and all of them are made of higher quality natural materials. So what I'm gonna do now is head over to the Quince site, and I'm gonna show you what I'm looking at on a clothing webpage to really ensure that I'm following and sticking to my shopping rules. Okay, so here I am on the Quince website right now, and I have a list of a few things that I'm looking for. First are a few summer into fall sweaters that match my current wardrobe. So I'm looking for tans, blacks, navies. I actually am wearing a navy sweater from Quince right now, so I'll show you what this looks like on in a little bit. I'm also looking for some updated white basics, so some t-shirts, potentially a lighter long sleeve that I can layer late summer into fall and definitely wear all winter long. I'm at a point where a lot of my basics need to be replaced, and I prefer for my basics to be 100% cotton or like 95 to 100% cotton. Sometimes I like a little bit of stretch. And so in that instance, like I would look for a piece that has a little bit of elastin in it just so that it gives a little bit more. I'm also looking for a white linen top to match my linen pants and shorts that I wear all of the time, and a few linen button-ups as layering tops. The last thing, if I'm lucky, if I can find one that I like, is I am looking for sort of like a maxi dress, because I have one summer dress and I feel like I wear it pretty often. I'd love to mix in one more. I'm not a huge dress gal, but I think it's important to have a couple of summer dresses to wear just for like evenings out and whatnot. What I love about Quince specifically on their site is you can filter by materials. So over here, I'm actually going to filter by linen because I want to start with that linen shirt and then potentially some button-ups, maybe a dress too, if I can find one here that I like. But scrolling down, so the first thing here that catches my eye is this nice little like short sleeve button-up shirt, because she's styling it with linen shorts, and I actually have a pair of shorts just like that. So when I'm looking at this, first I want to make sure that I actually like the way that this fits and falls on the model. So I do like the cut of this. I like that it has a boxy bottom, and I want to take a look at what the model is wearing in terms of size so I can gauge how the product could fit me. So the model is 5'9" and she's wearing a size small, so I would probably go for a small or an extra small because I'm a little bit shorter than her, but I feel like in terms of just generalized sizing, we're pretty similar. The other thing that I really like to look at are the material composition. Obviously, material composition to me is more important to price. So usually when I'm browsing, I'm not really looking at the price until I've found that the piece fits how I want it to fit me and fits the material I'm looking for. So in this case, this is 100% linen. So obviously that's exactly what I'm looking for. What you really want to focus on particularly when it comes to linen, because a lot of sites are going to try to trick you and they'll say linen blend, and it'll end up being like 30% linen and then 70% viscose or something. I prefer for linen to be 100%, A, because it's more breathable and lighter, but B, again, because it lasts longer, which I mentioned a little bit earlier. So obviously this fits the bill at 100% linen. So since I know I like the fit and I know that it is the material composition I'm looking for, I'll scroll up and then I'll look at the price. And what I love about this is it's only $35, which is incredibly affordable for like a nice shirt like this. I feel like I can style this with white linen pants that I already have. My linen pants are from Quince, which is funny. I also have white linen shorts that I really love. I could wear this likely with jeans or something in the fall, especially if I'm going for something a little bit more, I don't want to say professional, but like if I'm going to go work from out of the house or something. So I think this would be a really great versatile piece. So I'm going to add it to my cart. I am going to go back here now and see if I can find button-ups, which I can right here, 100% European linen long sleeve shirt. So this actually already verifies the first thing, which that it's 100% European linen. We love. Again, I also want to look at the size. So this model, it's a different model. It looks like she's 5'8" or 5'9", which again is taller than me, and she's wearing a size small. And it looks pretty fitted on her, which I do like, but I think for like a button up like this, the way I would style it at least, I want it to be a little bit more oversized. So I'm probably gonna go for a medium. Although I also don't think I would wear this color a lot. So let's see what they have. I'm not a pink gal. I'm not a flax gal. I do like this one, and I like how it's styled with like a navy bathing suit. So I actually have a navy bathing suit, and the purpose of getting a shirt like this is to have it as like either a throw over cover up, or as, you know, just a throw over shirt if I'm going to the lake or if I'm going to the pool. So I do like this pinstripe color, and I also like how they style it with some lighter pants. So I think I'm gonna go with this one. Cool, okay. Let's see what else is here under the linen. I think honestly that's probably all that I would need here because I already have linen shorts and I already have a linen pant. So now let's go into some of the sweaters, because sweaters I feel like are a pretty challenging item category to shop for. So I'll show you what I personally prefer. So when I'm looking at sweaters, I'm actually going to show you this one because I own this sweater already in the speckled beige color and I'm obsessed with it. So I think I'm going to get another one. I wear it all the time. What I like about this, obviously, is that it's 100% organic cotton. So when it comes to sweaters specifically, you really want to make sure they're 100% of the material, 100% cotton, 100% wool, 100% cashmere, or like a cashmere cotton or cashmere wool blend. When you do a cashmere blend, it's going to be a little bit less expensive, but you want to make sure the blend is with another natural fiber, so a wool or a cotton. I really don't cut any corners when it comes to my sweaters because I don't want my sweaters to pill, I don't want them to stretch, and I want them to last a long time, generally because they're pretty expensive. That being said, this one and a lot of the sweaters from Quince, especially the cotton ones, are very affordable. I think $40 for a 100% cotton sweater is actually very competitive. So like I said, I already have speckled beige and I actually know what my size is because I have it. So I ordered a small so that it was like, you know, fitted but ever so slightly oversized. I will say this one does run slightly oversized. So if you generally size up in sweaters and you want this to be oversized, I would just go true to size. I'm gonna get this in black because I wear a lot of black in the fall and winter. And I also feel like black can be worn, like in this case, with a lighter bottom and like a black sandal and be really cute in the summertime. So generally speaking, when I'm shopping online, that is sort of the process I'm looking for. As I mentioned a little bit ago, I'm also in the market for like a couple of new basics, a couple of sweaters. So I was successful in choosing a few things on the Quince site. So let's get into the full try on haul so you can see what I got, how I'd style them, and how things fit me. Kicking things off, I got this navy cotton pullover. I love the collar detail on it. I think it's adorable for summer, but also a great piece to wear into the fall because it's a nice dark color. I also got this black cardigan with the buttons. I think this is cute with white bottoms in the summertime and like a black sandal and black bag. But I also, again, think this is a great piece going into the fall. All of the sweaters I got, I think are great for summer and going into fall. This one is a black pullover crew neck, and I actually have it in beige, which you'll see in a little bit, but this is my favorite cut of sweater. I love the weight of it. I love the length of the sleeves, and I love the way it hits in the front and how it's a little bit longer in the back. I also got this wool pullover. Not really a summer essential, but I think great in the evenings in the summertime if it's a little bit colder. And this zip detail is what really sold me. I think it's so unique. It's really cute and it feels very, very elevated. And you can wear it again all fall and all winter. Next, we have this boat neck tank top. I love a boat neck. I think it's super flattering. And what I love about this is that it's long, so it tucks really nicely into whatever bottoms you're wearing. I also got two like linen button-up pullovers. I got this one in this nice chambray like striped pattern. You really can't go wrong with a linen shirt like this. I think it's really cute over just a basic outfit like jeans and a white top, but also could be paired nicely with a nice linen short or a linen pant. I got the same one but in a navy because I think having a couple of different versions of this makes your closet a little bit more well-rounded. Next, I got this really nice long sleeve white t-shirt. I'm a sucker for a nice tight long sleeve. I think they're the best staple piece to have in your closet. I really like the material of this one. It's nice and stretchy. I also got this pullover. This is the same sweater as earlier, but in the beige color. So I think you can get a better idea of the fit and the cut. This next white t-shirt, I'm obsessed with it. It is the perfect fit. It's ribbed. It's not too tight on the arms, which I'm really picky about. So I'll be wearing this probably every single day going forward. The next shirt that I got is this linen button-up. So this I got specifically to pair with these white linen shorts. I think this is so cute for going to the pool or going to the beach, and I'm going to be wearing it all summer long. And finally, I got this navy linen dress. I'm definitely going to get it tailored. It's a little long. I'm 5'4", but I love the fit. I love the cut and I love the style. And I think it's perfect for your capsule wardrobe in the summertime.